Hey, welcome back, y'all. Today I think I'm going to be starting a series called Don't Be That Person. Because there are a lot of people that you gosh darn shouldn't be. So today I'm going to be focusing in on one type of person. They come in many different shapes and sizes and ages, sort of. Not always. And if you're a girl, literally can guarantee all my life that you've dealt with this. Boys, I'm sure, also have probably dealt with it, but not to the extent that girls have. No offense, guys. It's a thing that happens to girls, and you guys, I'm sure, can relate. And please share your stories in the comments if you want. I'm not gonna force you to, because these sometimes can be very weird and awkward. But if you would like, share your stories in the comments after you watch my video. Try to get those minutes. Anyway, so this type of person that I'm talking about is the man or woman that while you're alone or with a group of friends, usually while you're alone, sometimes when you're with your parents, they see you and they either stare at you or start harassing you. And I use harassing loosely. It's not always harassment, but it is unwanted attention, so I'm just gonna call it harassment. So I'm gonna give my own personal story first. This one happened when I was walking home by myself. The sun was probably about to set, maybe in an hour, and I was walking home from down the street from a Starbucks. I'm walking and I'm by myself because I left all my friends at Starbucks because I needed to get home. And I'm walking home, and this man who does not have a shirt on, and I can see him looking at me. I'm like, gosh dang it, I know what's about to happen. I really want to avoid this situation. So I sort of like try to fiddle with my phone, but it's really bright outside because of the setting sun, so I can't see my screen. And so I kind of look at it and I'm like, frick, I can't do anything right now, so I shove it back in my pocket. And as I'm maybe 10 feet away from this man, he calls out, "Hey, what time is it?" And I'm like, okay, this is a normal interaction. I can tell him what time it is, obviously. Except for I couldn't, not really, because I couldn't really see my phone. But I still take my phone out and I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's almost 5. It was, because I knew I needed to be home by 5, so I knew it had to be almost 5 if I left. So he's like, oh, okay, thanks. And as I get closer, the man's like, hey, you know, you're really pretty. Sorry, getting those messages. He's like, oh, you know, you're really pretty, you're really beautiful. And I'm just like, God, freaking help me. This is not the life I want to live. Why? Literally, why? Those are the thoughts. And I'm just like, thanks. And I kind of keep walking down the street towards him for a second, but then I veer into the street to cross the street to get to the other side, so that I don't have to deal with him, because I'm like, he's not gonna, what's he gonna do? Follow me across the street? Yeah, actually, he was. So I start to cross the street and he follows me. And I was like, oh sweet lord, this street is very long and I'm not making any turns. This man is going to be following me for like 10 minutes. Holy shit. So I'm crossing the street and we're in the middle of the street and he was like, hey, do you smoke? And I was like, no, I don't smoke. It's not my forte. He's like, oh, okay, well, because I was going to say you should come with me to this party. I can't remember what we said, like 2 years ago. He was like, you should come with me to this like party with me and my friends. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I need to get home. And I was just, but obviously I didn't say that out loud because that would have been very weird. I mean, it wouldn't have been weird. Actually, no. Why didn't I say that out loud? Why didn't I just go, no, I don't want that? Okay, but whatever. I didn't, so don't going back now. I just kind of went, no thanks. It's very nice of you to ask. I don't want to do that. And he was like, okay. And I kind of speed up so that I'm now in front of him because he was like this, but now I'm over here walking down the street. However, I can hear him walking behind me and I'm just like, oh my god, I do not feel safe. I felt so unsafe. I was like, oh my god, this is it. I'm going to be assaulted and my life is over and this is scary. I was very nervous. It sounds like I'm over exaggerating, but this is how I react in these situations because you can't trust people. I mean, you should trust people, but like, you know, you gotta take your own safety into account before you trust people. So I take out my phone and it's finally, like, I finally have enough shade because I'm like underneath the tree to like see my screen enough to unlock it and turn up the brightness hecka high. My phone is overheating though, so I know it's probably gonna shut off very soon. So I do the best thing I can think of and I call the friends that I was just with. Because I was like, okay, I need to be on the phone with someone so that he doesn't try to talk to me, or if something happens, I'm already on the phone with someone. You know, smart thing to do. And so I call my friend and she forwarded my call. What the fuck? So I call her again. My call gets forwarded again. I called her 3 or 4 times maybe, and each time my phone call got forwarded. Now it's just like, if I survive this, I'm killing my friend. I obviously did survive. Didn't kill her, but I made her feel terrible the next day. But like in a joking way, because I was like, oh, I didn't die, so it's okay. I then called one of my other friends, also got forwarded. Basically, keep this in account. I called like maybe 3 or 4 people. Every single person I called forwarded my call, or didn't answer. So I was like, oh my god, I have terrible friends. Anyway, not the point of this, but also don't be that person who forwards your friends' calls. That's shade. Anyhow, so I'm walking and I can hear him behind me and I just kind of speed up. There's nothing I could do, really. There would have been nothing I could have done. He was obviously much stronger than me. I could see he had abs for days. I don't know if that's what people are into, but it was very scary because I did not like this man, did not know him. He was an adult. I was maybe 16, so what the fuck. Anyway, so my message for y'all is don't be that person. Literally, there is no reason to harass someone on the street. Like, I'm not saying, honestly I am kind of saying that, but like, here's the thing. Maybe don't flirt with people on the street unless they look like, you know, they might like you too. Like, maybe you can be like, oh hey, you know, you're cute, and judge the reaction. And if it's like negative, like if they seem like they're uncomfortable, just leave them alone. It's honestly just that simple. There's no reason. None. Zero. And first of all, if you're older than this person, do not stare at them. I cannot count the number of times that I have seen a car drive past me and the person in the driving goes like this as they're driving by. Like, what is your deal? It makes me so angry. Like, that is not flattering. I'm literally just mad now. Like, why are you staring at me? It makes me mad. So angry. Okay, well, now that we've all had this heart-to-heart conversation, drop a like, hit that bell notification, subscribe, comment a story maybe. I would honestly love to read your guys' stories. And we can all, you know, complain and talk together. So anyway, as my sign off shall be, just be nice, y'all. Have a good day.
I'm not your average prepackaged desert mirage. You in a bubble.